Believe it or not, to this day, depending on the age of viewers, people yell out at me in airports or wherever they run into me, "Hey, is it bigger than a bread box?" As if I'm supposed to fall down laughing. I never have, but I smile in a way, because I didn't mean that to be a funny line for a very good reason. It wasn't. For those who never saw the What's My Line show, it was the simplest gimmick in the history of television, I guess. People would come on, and we simply had to guess what they did for a living. I don't think I could have sold that show to a network guy because he'd say, "And what else?" And I said, "No, that's all. I get out of the office."
That was a Goodson-Todman show, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Well, they already must have had some track record, or maybe they didn't. Maybe they were just unusually personally persuasive. But they sold the deal, and it was in the top 10 for years. It was very, not stuffy, it was a very formal show and very dignified and charming. We all wore dinner jackets and evening attire, and it was, to use that dumb word, a classy show, Sunday night at whatever time it was. Well, they were all very social, and my wife is the queen of sociability and party giving and all that. But I'm willing to go to parties and smile and shake hands, but it's not my primary interest. However, Bennett Cerf was wonderfully social and charming, and he sometimes, if the mystery guest was important enough, as they usually were, he would invite them to dinner, and sometimes another one or two of us in the group would tag along. I remember we had dinner one night with Bennett when Frank Sinatra was his dinner guest. I forget the restaurant, who cares? But ordinarily we went home. Mark Goodson and Bill Todman are the champions of the TV game show market, or at least the founding fathers, so to speak. They had, they've done dozens, I guess, of various talk shows over the years. Two were in the real big time, top 5, top 10. Jane was on one for 7 years called I've Got a Secret, and I was, I guess, for about a year and a half on the panel of the other one called What's My Line? Oh, I started to explain a long time ago, never did finish the point. I deserve no credit for having said, is it bigger than a bread box? All I was trying to do at that moment was find out the relative size of an object that we were attempting to identify. Is it as big as an elephant, or is it as small as this cup? I just happened to say, is it bigger than a bread box? And why people laughed at that, I still don't know. I wasn't being funny. Shape up, folks.